You know what? It truly turns out that you're not as broken. You're not as down and out. You're not as destroyable as they thought. The narrative they once had control over, it's now been flipped. It's no longer their story. They no longer have a say-so. You don't care anymore. If anything, what this narcissistic abuse has done, it has taught you to respect yourself. It has taught you to acknowledge your value. What they thought doesn't even matter anymore. What they said you couldn't do is now an obvious sign of complete envy and jealousy they had towards you. Everything they spoke up against you about, the way your life is showing, it speaks for itself. The proof is in the pudding. You don't even have to try hard. You ain't got no point to prove. But because they try to kick you down, beat you down, leave you in a downward spiral, you had to prove to yourself that you're not as broken as they want you to be. You're not as broken as they want you to believe you are, because they couldn't love you, because they failed to understand that being with you meant that they should have treated you like the delicate flower that you are. They should have known, but they don't. But now you know. Now you know that as much as they tried to destroy you, it molded you. Because in their attempts to destroy you, you hated the person you were becoming. You hated the person you were seeing. You hated the person they made you out to be. It did not sit well with you. It did not suit you. It did not look good for you. It did not look good on you. If you're new to my channel, I'm your girl, MamiSoTrue, a thriver of narcissistic abuse, here to share my experience and the knowledge that I know about surviving these types of relationships, situations, manipulationships, family dynamics. I invite you to subscribe if you're new here and join the community of thrivers and survivors. And if there's anything you want to reach out to me about on a personal note, on a side, please look at the description box for all of my contact information, including the link to book life coaching sessions to help you navigate your life post narcissistic abuse. That narcissistic person that you dealt with tried so hard to beat you down, which is surprising because they were so intrigued with you when they met you. They were so excited when they thought that, you know, you were going to be their lifetime puppet, when they thought that you were willing to be their punching bag. But as soon as they realized that you were not that person, that that's not what this was going to be about, that you are a person of boundaries, that they actually underestimated your kindness for weakness. And because they tried to ruin you, that because they hurt you and inflicted you with so much pain, all this gaslighting and crazy making behaviors to try to make you, you know, just feel crazy. It woke you up in a different type of way. It made you look at yourself differently in the mirror now. You are not ever, 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 ever in your life going to allow someone to treat you like this, talk to you like that, and make you feel that way. Because at the end of the day, you know what you bring into other people's lives, and it is great things. You know what to say, you know what to do, you know when to show up and how to show up, and you show out when you do. You are rememberable. You know, most people actually really enjoy your company if they're not jealous of you or if they're not wishing your death. They actually like for you to be around because you carry a very beautiful spirit. That spirit is not breakable. What you can do to that spirit is torture it. You can make that spirit cry. You can make that person cry. You know, make them feel crazy, make them feel bad. But that spirit inside of them is going to help them change that narrative, because the spirit is going to remind them, hey, don't forget who you are. You're not crazy. This person is actually lying to you. This person is creating a false narrative. Don't believe that. Remember the truth. Stick to the reality. Stay true to who you are. That's why at the end of it all, through the entire disaster, you are the winner. You are winning. You will remain that. You're truly the champion because the championship is in your heart. The winner is who you are in your being. Outside of the physical person that you are a winner in your spirit because you are calm, you're dedicated, you're loyal, you're patient, you're purely loving, you're genuine, you're very sincere. And is their bad that they saw that as a weakness and tried to take advantage of it or try to break you and change you for their benefit, whether good or bad. You're not as weak as they thought you were, because look at how you're coming out of this. Look at how you painfully crawled out of this black hole. You now have so much control and power over your own life that you're becoming scarier to deal with. You're becoming harder to manipulate. That's why more relationships after that one isn't working, because you've become so hard to manipulate. Your standards are going higher and higher. Your expectations are raising. And your quality is growing. You're even more valuable now, because now you're not letting just anybody get a piece of you, get some of you, get your time. You're choosing to put yourself first, so you don't end up being last again for somebody else. When you love yourself, you notice how much the narcissist can't and won't love you. And when you know that, you move different. You're more unbothered in wanting to even deal with them, be around them, surround yourself with them. You know that you're on a different class level. You're on another level of life, and they do not deserve any parts of you and your world. Survivors of narcissistic abuse are stronger than what they know. It shows in their healing. You are supposed to be the one somewhere crying and begging everybody for $1, but you're not doing that. You're supposed to be the one that is still stuck in heartbreak mode, still crying your eyeballs out, still not eating, still depressed, still putting up with this joker, But you're not. You managed to painfully disconnect yourself. And you're standing on that. You're living through your no contact rule. And no matter how painful it is or how painful it has been, you're getting better. You're doing better. You're not as broken as you were left to be. They left you like that. They enjoy seeing you like that. So the smile that they're noticing, that's the last thing they were expecting, because you were supposed to be, I guess, dead. You were supposed to be without. You're supposed to be homeless. You're supposed to be jobless. You're supposed to be the one that nobody wants. But look at you though. You left that narcissist. You losing weight. You taking care of your body. Your appetite has changed. Although painful, you did it. You're doing it. You're learning how to do it. You're getting there if you're not there. Because you're truly the winner coming out of this, because you were never as weak and as broken as they thought and as they wanted you to believe you are. They left you that way. They left you with scars, many scars. They left you with many horrific nightmares of a memory, barely any good memories. They tortured you purposely, because after them, they don't want you to be strong enough to pick your life up and take off running like the queen and the king that you are. But those plans that they had for you backfired, because what the pain did was it helped you to see exactly the king and queen that you are. It helped you remember exactly the king and queen that you are. And now, even in your brokenness, you wearing that crown. You wearing that crown. You loving yourself. You're pouring into yourself. You're caring for yourself. And if you're not there, you're learning that you need to be there, and you're trying to get there, and you know it's time to get there. That's why you're working on yourself. You're talking to therapists. You're working with coaches. Whatever it is you're doing, you're reading self-improvement books. You're taking more time to yourself. You're going on more vacations. You end up the most powerful one in this whole situation, because you're the one with the light here. That means you're highly blessed, and that light is very, very hard to dim. Any attempt to dim that light, it charges it to be even more powerful, even brighter. You're shining bright like the diamond that you are. And the narcissistic people in your life that tried to ruin that about you, they're panicking. They're going to start panicking if they're not already, because it's going to be more and more obvious how you've always been the game changer here. You've always been the prize. You've always been the walking trophy here. They're panicking because they've been spreading all these lies about you. They've been saying all this stuff about you to all these people. But here you are a few months later after this breakup, a year later, a couple years later after this discard, looking better than ever before, feeling better than ever before, more confident than you've ever been in your entire life. That's a game changer. This person is so busy running you down, talking about you, trying to prove a point, because they want to project everything they did onto you. They want everybody to believe their story, their narrative, and that narrative is that you are the bad guy. You are the problem. you got, you got too many rules and expectations, and you're mean and you're controlling and blah 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 blah. Let them talk about it. Let them say it. And you can't find nobody else. You won't find nobody else. You don't know how to keep a relationship. Blah 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 blah. Let them talk about it. Because the whole time they talking about it, you not losing no sleep. You waking up to more money, new opportunities. Your life is going up. You're elevating. You're receiving pure blessings. Not no little stuff, big stuff. New things in your life is happening. New connections, friends, new doors opening. You supposed to be this bad person with all these issues, and you did this and you did that, and they've even said God is gonna get you. Meanwhile, the way your life is going, it looks like God is blessing you. Looks like every time you look up, God is like, I got you. I'm with you. I'm for you. They gonna start panicking because you thriving is going to continue to expose who they are and what they are. Even your kids are going to start to notice. Like, damn, something's wrong with dad. Something's wrong with mom. They're going to notice the healthy version of you and the unhealthy version of them, because you doing well makes them obviously narcissistic. Because you doing well includes you knowing better. You know how to deal with them, talk to them. You know when not to deal with them. You know how to respond to them and not react to them. You're the winner. You're the trendsetter. You're the real example. You're the real role model. You're the one everyone's really seeing and paying attention to. Because it's your light that shines bright. And it's brighter now because they tried to break you and leave you in that broken state. They thought you couldn't handle it. They thought you couldn't handle being without them because they made you believe that they were the best thing for you. In a very sick way. They were saying I love you and showing you they hated you at the same time. And it caused you to feel like you were crazy and trapped and needed this person, until you realized you were tripping and shook it off and took your power back. They weren't expecting that. They weren't expecting for you to move away, start over, get a new place to stay, live by yourself, take care of yourself, figure out a new way to get income. They were expecting you to die in misery because they know they left you in that pit to burn. Wow, what a major mistake they've made. They've given us the opportunity to heal and to step into our thriving phase of our life. We are blessed and highly favored. We are the champions for life. And the higher we go, the lower we notice they've always been. You are not broken like they think you are. You are not broken like they want you to be. You are not broken like they left you to be. You have so much power inside of you to fight against this, fight this, and show them better than you can tell them, because you've always been that good woman and that good man. Don't let that narcissistic abuse take that power away from you. Snatch it back and walk beautifully every day. However, anyway, walk beautifully by choosing yourself with your head high, your chest high, your confidence high, your self-esteem high. Because you survived this evil attempt to dim your light and ruin your life. It didn't work. It cannot work. You're as flexible as a rubber band. You're elastic. That's how your resilience is. Your bounce back game. It's a gift. Much love. I appreciate you watching. Thank you for your time. Stay blessed. Keep going. Keep growing. Keep glowing. I love you so much, Thriver. Shout out to you, warriors. To my survivor gang. It's your girl, MamiSoTrue. Until next time, beautiful people, take care. Stay blessed. I'll see y'all later. Deuces.